Don't feel no waste time. I've come too far from where I started from. Yeah. Nobody told me that the road would be easy, and I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me. I just can't give up now. Come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy, and I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me. I don't feel no waste time. Come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me the road would be easy, and I don't believe he's brought me this far. I don't believe he's brought me this far. And I don't believe he's brought me this far. I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me. I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me. I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me. I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me. I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me. I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me.
Greetings, family, and welcome to this week midweek motivational segment. I am Reverend Dr. A.C. Jordan Sr., proud pastor, Community Baptist Church, El Paso, Texas. And today I want to encourage someone to let you know that you can get back up again. Donnie McClurkin has a song that says, "We fall down, but we get up. For a saint is just a sinner who fell down and got back up again." Just this past Sunday, I preached a sermon entitled "Get Back Up Again," where we examined Abram and his trip down to Egypt and his coming up out of Egypt. When he went down to Egypt, that trip, that excursion was a complete disaster. He lied and said that Sarah was his sister. Then he deepened that lie by making Sarah lie and telling her, "If anybody asks you, tell them that you are my sister and not my wife. For if they find out that you are my wife, they will let you live and they will surely kill me." He got deeper in trouble, and his lies got deeper because then the Pharaoh took Sarah as a wife, and this angered God. So God sent a plague on Pharaoh and upon his people and his house. Pharaoh then became enraged and called Abram in and asked him, "Why did you lie to me and tell me that Sarah was your sister? Now God has punished me for this wrongdoing." So one lie led to another, and you can just see how going down to that place where he wasn't supposed to be in the first place got him in deeper and deeper and deeper trouble. The same thing is going on in our lives. When we go away from where God has told us to be, we find ourselves getting in deeper and deeper and deeper trouble. Because Abram was never supposed to go down to Egypt. He was supposed to stay in Canaan or at Bethel, because that's where God promised to bless him. But on his own volition, he decided to go somewhere where God had not called him to go. And brothers and sisters, that's where we will find trouble. That's where we will find turmoil. But the great thing about it is, we don't have to stay in that situation. Because like Abram, he decided to come up out of Egypt and to go back to Bethel, to go back to Canaan. And if you read Genesis chapter number 13 and verses 3 and 4, it will tell you that the places that Abram went back to was the places where he was at the very beginning. That's where God had placed him. That's where God had wanted him. So for us, God has placed us somewhere, but we have decided on our own to leave that place. God never left us. We left God. God never moved. We are the ones who moved. But we need to be like Abram and come up out of Egypt, whatever your Egypt may be, and go back to that place where God promised to bless you. Go back to that place where your first love was. But that's where he wants us. That's where his blessings are found. That's where his peace is found. That's where joy is found. But when we get back to that place where God told us to be, we can shout, we can rejoice, we can praise, we can worship, because we are now under the protection of God. Now, brothers and sisters, let me tell you this. When you try to get back to that place, when you make up your mind that you're going to come up out of your Egypt, it's going to be some naysayers there. Some people are going to tell you, don't go back to that place, because people are going to talk about you there. They're going to know what you did. They're going to know your history. They're waiting for you. They're going to say, I told you so. But brothers and sisters, do not get discouraged by that. Because when you get there, Jesus is waiting for you there. And that's the most important part. To get back to where Jesus is and to get back to where God is. For when you're down in your Egypt, it's easy to lose your way. It's easy to forget your raising up. It's easy to forget what was taught to you. It's easy to forget all of those things. And you begin to walk like the Egyptians. You begin to talk like the Egyptians. You begin to act like the Egyptians. And they're going to do whatever it takes to keep you down there. But my brothers and sisters, the good news is, just because you fall doesn't mean that you failed. And just because you failed and you made a mistake doesn't mean that it has to be fatal or it has to be final. For the God that we serve is a loving God. He is a forgiving God. He is a gracious God. He is a merciful God. And he wants to restore you to where you need to be. But we got to make up in our mind that we're going to remove ourselves from that situation. So get up and get out from that situation. You can get back up again. If you get knocked down 9 times, get back up a 10th time. And just keep on trusting in God and know that he will see you through. But when you are down, they're going to try to keep you down in that pit like the prodigal son. They're going to tell you this is what's best for you. Stay here. Do this. Do that. But like that prodigal son, sooner or later I pray that you would come to your senses and realize that you don't have to live that way. Because the God that we serve have something greater for you. So my brothers and sisters, when you fall down, don't stay down. Get back up again. Life is going to knock you down. Friends and family are going to try to keep you down sometime. Because sometimes they want to see you in pain. They want to see you in misery. But don't worry about any of them. Put your focus on Christ. Turn back to him. He is the only one who can save us. He is the only one who can restore us. He is the only one who can reconcile us. So, brothers and sisters, get back up again. No matter how many times you get knocked down, get back up again. No matter how many mistakes you make, get back up again. No matter how many times you fall, get back up again. For Jesus got to reach way down, he will pick you up. He will place your feet on the solid ground, which is Christ Jesus. So brothers and sisters, be encouraged. Know that your falls and your failures are not final, and they don't have to be fatal. For we serve a God of second chances. We serve a God of more than second chances. He give you another chance and another chance and another chance. But we got to get back up. And when you get up, turn to Jesus. Go back to where your first love was. Jesus is right there waiting for you with his arms wide open, ready to receive you. For in that place, the place we never should have left in the first place, the place where we were in the beginning, that's where our peace, that's where our love, and that's where our blessing resides. So my brothers and sisters, you can get back up again. Be blessed. See you next time.
Fall down, but we get up.
We fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. We fall down, we get up. For a saint is just a sinner who fell down and got up. Ooh.
We fall down,
We fall down,
we get up.
get back up
We
again.
fall down,
Fall down,
get up.
but you gotta
We
get
fall
up. Hey. For a saint is just a sinner who
fell down and got up.
So get back up again.
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 For a saint is just a sinner who fell down and got up.
Oh, if you fall,
Get back up again.
get back up
Get
again.
back up again.
If you fall,
Get back up again.
Get back up again.
oh, get back up again.
Get back up again. Get up. Just a sinner who fell down.
Who fell down? So tell me what do you do when you've done all you can? Seems like it's never enough. And what do you say when your friends turn away? You're left all alone. What do you give when you've given your all? Seems like you can't make it through. Child, you just stand when there is nothing left to do. You just stand, watch